So today we are going to start chapter number 7, that is sequence and series. What is sequence? We have already learned in O level, and we deal with different type of sequence. Any particular pattern between numbers like 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. So this is also a sequence. The particular pattern exists between number is that common difference is same, that 2 plus 3 would become 5, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 3 would become 11, and 11 plus 3 up to so on. Similarly, there are other type of sequence like 2, 4, 8, 16, and then 32. If you look at this, so the next term is actually double the previous term, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and up to so on. So what is the common pattern or pattern exists between these number, that the common ratio is same. What is common ratio? It means if you divide the second term with previous term, or next term with previous term, then the ratio would be same. 8 divided by 4, then 16 divided by 8, the answer will be 2. So this is called common ratio. Here in this sequence, the difference is same, mean D is equal to 3. Next minus previous, and that is equal to 3, and this is called common difference. So in this chapter, you have to learn two type of sequence. The first one is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression or sequence. Progression is called sequence. Arithmetic progression or sequence. And the number 2 is geometric progression. Okay, the arithmetic progression and then geometric progression. What is arithmetic progression and what is geometric progression? Today we will discuss the only arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is actually arithmetic progression sequence where the common difference is same. I'm going to write any sequence 2, 5, 8, 11, and up to so on. Or you can ask, sir, which sequence is called arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence? Then my answer is, if the difference between two consecutive terms is same, then that progression is called arithmetic progression. For example, if you find 5 minus 2, then 8 minus 5, then 11 minus 8, all the answers are just only 3. The common difference is 3 between all the terms. So this is called arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence. If someone asks that, sir, how can we know that either it is arithmetic or geometric? So just first you have to find the common difference. If the common difference is same between terms, then you can name it arithmetic progression. So in O level, we learn there are two types. If I want to find the 50th term of the sequence, how can we find the 50th term in the sequence? We just learn one formula for that. I'm not going to discuss that formula because that formula is no more used in this chapter. So we have some new formulae similar to that formula. You can find similarities between these formulae and the previous one. So A50, how can we find? The first is you can calculate 11, 14, and in this way, just proceeding to the 50th terms, you can find the 50th term. But there should be an easiest way that we can find the 50th term directly. For example, A12 and plus 49 into 3 is 190. That 50 term is 199. I just write down directly 199 by calculating myself. So what is 99? That is actually this 50 is the label of this term or the pattern of this term. Label or pattern or number where this term exists. It means at 50th number. While this is called itself a term 199. This is called term itself. If we don't know the label of this term, then we can name it an, yn, an, tn. All these are all the representation of any general term. An mean we can consider this is the general term of this sequence. So we don't know the exact label or exact pattern of 199. If he asked where that term exists, it means he's asking about it label, that pattern, the value of n. This is n. N stand for label or pattern. So the general term formula in arithmetic progression is, if you look at this, so remember this pattern, a is equal to 2, then a mean first term. A2 is actually A1 plus D. You can add difference in first term, then you will find the second term. How can we find the third term? Somebody said that A2 plus difference. But in this way, we cannot find the 50th term directly. For example, you can write 50A is equal to A49 plus D, because we also don't know the 49th term. So this is not the appropriate way to just write down. Then A3, we can write A plus 2 time of difference. That if you add 2 multiplied by 3, 6 plus A, 6 plus 2, 8. So it would become third term. Fourth term is A plus 3 time a difference. Just for your easiness, it means A4 is equal to A plus 3D. A is 2, while 3 into D is also 3. So 2 plus 3 into 3, 9, and that would become 11. And if you look at the sequence, the fourth term is 11. So this is the right way to write the any term formula. So the next A4, now you can calculate or you can understand the pattern. A5, the first is A and plus 1 less from this 4D. Similarly, I said A 50th, then it would be A plus 49D. If I said A7, then it means A plus 6D. And last of all, if I ask you what should be the formula of general term AN, it means D is 1 less from this number. So the first number would be same A1 plus N minus 1 into D. This is the general term formula of this sequence, where N represent the number or term label. A1 stand for first term, D is the difference, and AN that particular term represent. So now look at this. If you want to find the 100th term in this sequence, then it means A100 is equal to A plus 99, 100 minus 1 into D. So A plus 99 into D, where is D? 3. So A was 2. So 2 plus 99, if you multiply 99 into 3, 297, and that is 299. This would be your final answer. So in this way, you can find or calculate any term in the sequence. Sometime a term is given like this, that 499. This is the general term of this sequence. You have to find where this term really exists. So how can we find this term n is equal to 499? Just put formula of an. An formula is A1 plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 499. So A1 is 2, plus D is n minus 1, we have to find n. D is 3 is equal to 499. 3 into n minus 1, to when we subtract, it would become 497, and n minus 1 divided 497 divided by 3, and 3 one time, 1 carry 3 6 time, 1 carry, so 3 6 time 18, 3 one time 1, and 3 6 time 18, so 1 carry 17. So when you divide 3, it would become 17, and 3 5 time, 2 3 6 time. So it exists in decimal. So we can say if n can never be in decimal, n should be an integer number. So 499 is not part of this sequence. So what we can say that 499 is not the part of this sequence. Okay. So some more question. Look at this. Let we have just give me a 1 second please, that I can take some question from 7th chapter. That 9 term is 8. For example, we have, this is question number 1 from exercise 7.3, that the 9 term in the arithmetic progression is 8 and the 4 term is 18. You have to calculate any particular term, he said. Yes, the first term and the difference. Or I'm going to just a little bit changing this question. You have to find a 20th or a 21st. So a 21st, you have to find a 21 term. A 21 is actually equal to a plus 19d. So we need the first term and the difference. How can we find the first term and the difference? By using these two given terms. So look at this. A9 is 8. So can I write A9 A plus 8D is equal to 8? And then A4 is equal to 18. A plus 3D is equal to 18. So these are two equations, number 1 and number 2. Remember one thing, in this chapter or in arithmetic progression, you have always to, if you have to find any particular term, then you need only two parameters, A and D. A stand for first term, while D is the difference. Then for these two values A and D, you have, or you need at least two equations. So you have to just look that how can we make two equations such that we can solve them simultaneously. Here we have find A plus 8D and A plus 3D. So solve them simultaneously. A plus 8D is equal to 8, while A plus 3D is equal to A plus 3D is equal to 18. So minus, minus, and minus. So A and A cancel, and this would become 5D is equal to minus 10, and D is equal to minus 2. So D is minus 2. Put this minus 2 in any given terms. So if I put in first, so A would be, if you put minus 2, minus 16, and plus 8, minus 16, no, and 16 plus 8, so it would become 24. The A is 24. Now you have find already these two values. Put these values into this expression. A21 is equal to 24 plus, this should be 20D because I changed that one. So 24 plus 20 into D is minus 2. So 24 minus 40, and 24 minus 40 would be minus 16. So this is your final answer. Again, I said, whenever you find any particular term, you need only two parameters, A and D, and that is the first term and the common difference. Okay. And the next one, so take some more example. AN is equal to 6n minus 2. This is the formula for general term. Our general term is given. You have to find arithmetic progression. Find AP. AP mean arithmetic progression. And you have given this general term. Okay. How can you find the general term of AP or arithmetic progression by general term formula? Just put n is equal to 1, then you will find the first term. Put 1 instead of this. 6 into 1 minus 2, this would become 4. And then put 2. When you put 2, 2 into 6, 12 minus 2, 10. And then 8, 3. 18 minus 2, 16. So after this, you can write 4, 10, 16, up to so on. This is the arithmetic progression. Or in AP, mean this sequence is arithmetic progression. So here you can find the general term. If general term is given, then you can find arithmetic progression or any particular term, because from when you create this arithmetic progression, now you can find A and D. If we said find 20th term, you can use the 20th term formula, or just put here n is equal to 20. So in both way, for example, if we said find 20 term, then you can use formula A1 plus 19D. So A1 is actually 4 plus 19 into D is 6. So by these calculation, you can find the 20th term, or otherwise you can put here 20 as well. A20 is equal to 6 into 20 minus 2. So 6, so both answer would be same, 60 and 62 times 12 and minus 2. This is 118. So if you find the 19 into 6, so you will see that this answer will also same like this 118. Okay, here just for your easiness, 4 plus this is 114. 6, 9 times 54, 5 carry 6, 1 and 11, and this is also 118. So in both way you can find the general term, so in 20th term. So any problem in this arithmetic progression, then you can ask. The next one is arithmetic series. This is arithmetic progression. The next is arithmetic series. Arithmetic series. This is new thing for you. Arithmetic series is actually, you have to find, for example, I write a sequence 2, 5, 8, 11, and up to so on. Arithmetic series, which sequence is called series? If I put the plus sign between then 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11, then this sequence is called series. What? I said if I put a positive sign or add these terms of the sequence, then this sequence is called series. So it means we have to find the sum of some particular number. That how can we find the sum of these terms? So in arithmetic series, we discuss how to find the sum of different numbers. So for this, first I'm going to conclude it in a quick way. Sn, the formula for sum, you have to write n by 2 is equal to 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d. This is a formula of sum. How can we find? N is any number, 2a1 is the first term, d is the difference, while n is that label or that any number. For example, you have to find the sum of first 10 terms. Then how can we find the first 10? S10 is equal to 10 by 2. 2 into A1. A1 is 2. plus n is 10 minus 9, so it would become 9, while d is 3. So by using calculator, 5, then 4 plus 9 into 3, 27, 4 plus 27, 31, multiply by 5, 5 1 time 5, 5 3 time 15. So this is the sum of first 10 term. It means that the first 10 term of the sequence makes 155 if we add them. So I said which is called arithmetic series. If we put a plus sign between arithmetic sequence, then that sequence is called arithmetic series. So if you look at this in a quick way, how can we find sum? So this pattern you should remember that S1 is equal to only A1. S2, S1 means sum of one term. S2 means sum of two term. It means we have already S1, we just add only A2 in this. Then we can calculate the S2. S3 mean if we have the sum of two term, you have to just add only third terms. And S4 mean S3 plus fourth term. Very easy. S4 mean you have already, if a sum of three term, then just only add four term in that a sum. So that would become sum of four term. So S5 is equal to S4 plus A5. So here, why I'm writing this pattern particular, because this will use in question. Sn is equal to, this is 1 less from n, Sn minus 1 plus An. So this is not the formula. It is actually a pattern. We deduce this formula, which rarely used in any question like this. For example, he said the sum of n term Sn is equal to 2n square plus 5. Find the arithmetic progression, or find the progression. Find the progression, he said only. Then how can you find the arithmetic progression? Sn, this is not the general term formula. I'm repeating my words. This is not the general term formula. This is a general formula for sum. So the time is less than 1 minute. Maybe this call would be end. So we are leaving this at this point.